Hi everyone, I made a video on how to wire a 4-gang switch and I posted it on my channel, but a lot of people were confused about the video. So in today's video, I'm going to make a clear video on how to wire a 4-gang switch step by step for beginner. So when you look here, you can see that here is a 4-gang switch, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use this 4-gang switch to control 4 different light bulbs in one location. So let's begin. Use this diagram here for the connection. So if you look here, you can see that here is the diagram of a 4-gang switch. Here is the connection diagram. So if you look here, you can see that here is the first gang here, and here is the second gang, here is the third gang, and here is the fourth gang. If you look here for the first gang, you see L1. If you look here also, you will see L1 here. Here you see L2. If you look here, so you will see L2. So this is the diagram of a 4-gang switch. And if you look here, you can see that here is our input, here is our live wire, and here is our neutral wire. If you look here, you can see that I connect my live wire from my breaker here to L1, the common terminal of first gang. And from the L1 of the first gang, I loop my wire to L2, the common terminal of second gang. Then from L2, I loop my wire to L3, the common terminal of third gang. And from L3, I loop to L4, the common terminal of fourth gang. And if you look here, you can see that here is my bulb. You can see here is my bulb, and I connect my first bulb to L11 of the first gang, then I connect my second bulb to L21 of the second gang, and my third bulb I connected it to L31 of my third gang, and for the fourth gang I connect my bulb to L41. So this is how to do the connection. You can see that from here I connect my neutral from breaker directly to the bulb. You can see how I loop the neutral. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. So let's begin. So first of all, we are going to remove this cover. So you can see here, then put the opening. For you to remove it, you just need to put your flat head screwdriver here and pull it off. You can see you remove this one, and you can also remove these ones this way. You can see, remove it like this. You remove it this way. You remove it this way, and also you can also remove this one also. So now let's begin the connection. So we are going to loop our L1. We are going to connect from our live wire to L1 of our first gang. Then from L1, we are going to loop to L2, the common terminal of second gang. And from L2, we are going to loop to L3, the common terminal of second gang. And from L3, we are going to loop to L4, the common terminal of fourth gang. So let's go ahead now and do that. So I'm going to pick my red wire this way. So okay, before, let's loop the wire first. So you are going to cut wire like this. You're going to cut 3 wire this way, and this way. So you can see you are going to cut a 3 short wire like this. So we are going to use this 3 wire to loop all the commons together. So let me go ahead now and peel the wire and scrape it off. You can see. Now let's begin. So first I'm going to start from L4. So if you look our diagram again, you can see that L4 is the common terminal of fourth gang. So let's look for L4. Here is L4. I'm going to connect this wire this way. I'll put it like this to L4. You can see L4 here, and I'll tighten it to L4. So, and in case if you need this diagram, just drop interested in the comment section and I'll send the diagram for you. So now we are going to, from L4, we are going to loop to L3. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's look for L3. Over here, you can see that here is L3 here. You can see L3. We are going to connect the wire to L3 right now. We are going to put it this way. And the wire is too long. Cut it so that the naked wire will not come out. Cut it this way and put it to L3. So before I'll connect it, before I'll tighten it, I'm going to put another one that will go to L2. So I'll use this short and put This one is going to connect to L2, the common terminal of second gang. I'll put it this way and tighten it. You can see also I'm going to tighten it now this way. And from L3 now, this one now will go directly to L2. If you look at our diagram, you can see that from 3 to L2. So we are going to do it now from L3 here to L2. So if you look here, you can see that here is the L2 of our switch. So let's lose it and put it. So I'll put it this way. And before we tighten it again, we are going to connect the one that will go to L1. So you can see that from L2 to L1. So this one here will go directly to L1. So let me go ahead now and put it before we tighten. So I'll put it this way and tighten it this way, and I'm going to tighten it like this. I'll tighten it this way, and now this one now will go to L1. So if you look here, you can see that here is L1. So I'll go ahead now and lose the L1, you can see, and put it this way. So before we tighten the L1, we are going to put another one, we'll go to our breaker. So let me go ahead and put it. So we are going to use this one. This one now will go directly to our breaker. So let me go ahead now and peel off the wire. So this one now is going to go to our breaker. So I'll put it this way and tighten it. So this is how to connect the common terminals. You can see that from L1 of our diagram here, from L4 of our diagram, we look to L3. If you look here again, you can see that from L4 we look to L3. From L3 we look to L2. You can see that from L3 we look to L2, and from L2 we look to L1. So you can see here. Then this one here is going to go directly to our breaker. So this is how to connect a common terminal of a switch. So now we are going to connect this one now to our breaker. So let's go ahead now and do that. So I'll connect it to my breaker this way. Let me lose our breaker and connect it. So now we are done with the common terminal. So what remains now is to connect our light bulb. So if you look at our diagram, you see that our first bulb connects to L1 of our switch. So let's go ahead now and connect it to L11. So if you look here, you can see that, if you look here closely, you can see that here is the L11 of our sockets, so of our switch. So let's go ahead now and connect our first bulb here. So here is the wire from our first bulb. I'm going to connect it to L11. So I'm going to connect it to L11 of our first gang. So put it and I'll tighten it this way. So now we are done with the first bulb here. So now we are going to connect our second bulb to L21. So if you look here closely, you see that here is the L21 of our second gang. So let's go ahead and connect our bulb to L21. So I'm putting it this way and I'm tightening it. So now we are done. So let's go to our third gang. If you look our third gang again, you can see that our third bulb connects to L31 of our third gang. So this is our bulb, this is our third bulb, and we're going to connect it to L31. So if you look over here, you see that here is L31. So I'm going to go ahead and lose it and put the wire. So I'll do it this way and put it here and tighten it. So and now our fourth bulb, our last bulb connect to L41. So let's go ahead now and connect it. This is our fourth bulb. We're going to connect it to L41. So this is it, and I'm going to put it to L41 and tighten it. now we are done with the live wire. So what remains is our neutral wire. Let's go ahead now and connect our neutral wire to our breaker. So I'm do it this way and then connect it over there. So I'm going to clip it and connect it. So I'll go ahead and connect it. So now we are done with the connection. So let's go ahead now and put this our so let's go ahead and put it. So for you to put it, if you look here, you can see that there are numbers. So this one is number 1. I'm going to put it here. So this is number 1. I'll put it this one here. So you can see, then this is number 2. I'll put it over here. So and this is number 3. I'll put it here. So let's go ahead and test our on. So you can see this one turn on, this second one turn on, this third one turn on, and this one first one turn on. You can see